What up, ladies and gentlemen? We got some baby got back action. Jake Hoback Kwaibacks. I got 3 of them. We got a MK4 user, just all black. We got a MK 5.1 with the heartbeat. And if you're watching this, you see that it says flatline blades, so it made sense for me to get the heartbeat one. I went ahead and anodized that. And I got a newly acquired custom MK4 with orange peel satin. Anyway, I had one that I let slip out of my hands. I had one a little over a year ago. I probably let it go maybe 6 months ago. I don't know, give or take. I got this little kit on the side before. It came with a patch. It came with a brush tool, microfiber cloth. We got some knife oil and some solvent. This has been over there with the rest of my lube and everything. I just decided to throw it in here for the sake of making the video real quick. It comes with Allen wrenches, anything that'll fit at least the MK4. I'm assuming that it's for most of the previous versions as well, because there was one that I didn't even see was used. But I'll put that to the side. In that little kit, when I got this, it came with all of this plus this little breakdown pad. So it basically just shows, you know, the simplicity of it, and you know, recommended where you should lube it at. But very simple but badass. So I should have just went ahead and had this out. I'll do 2 things. I'm gonna try to make this video quicker than I normally do, but let's just look at a couple versions and see if there's any difference here in anything. We got 6.38 on the 5.1. 5.96 on the custom MK4, and 5.68 with the black MK4. Got the weights out the way. If I'm not mistaken, these are all going to be the same blade thickness. 4.6. .5, 4.6. That's what I assumed. .6. All right. So we got that out the way. As far as dimensions go, we got a 4-inch blade. We got barely over clipping 5-inch handle. So the overall length is pretty much right at 9 inches. Now that we got that out the way, we'll get this out the way. And we'll just look at these knives real quick. So clearly I'm a fan. I have 3 of them. I had a purple Knife Center exclusive version. I made a video on that 9 months ago, 10 months ago, a year ago, I don't know, somewhere in there. But this has been one of my faves. When I saw this, it literally had my name written on it. I had to get it. I should have probably wiped this off and cleaned it off with some, I ammonia-free Windex before making the vid, but oh well. But, you know, flatline blades, I had to get this one, man. This I literally just got. I've only had 3 or 4 days. It's a custom orange peel finish, satin hand ground by Jake himself. After this thing has already been owned by someone, it was sharpened by Jake himself and made it satin. But it's got all the good custom stuff, the custom hardware, the pivot, the clip. This thing feels just absolutely amazing. It was ever so slightly loose, so I went ahead and took this off, put just 2 drops of some blue Loctite, let it sit there for about 2 minutes, and then I put it together. I didn't, you know, there was no need to disassemble it or anything. I just did that and it seemed to work pretty good. And then we have I got this one used clearly, but since it was already, you know, had a couple nicks or whatever, I have absolutely zero problem pocketing and using this thing all the time. I've cut my collection in half in the last 3 months, so stuff's dwindling down what I actually have to carry and put in my pocket. Ergonomics, they feel great, feels really good. Reverse grip, regular up top. Good action. It's great lockup. On my Chavez, I did a blade swap, hardware and clip. You know, I swapped everything, but I know that you can't just randomly grab 2 knives and say, oh, I can swap that shit. When I compared these, because I had considered it for a second, there's too big of a difference between where the lock face would actually be hitting the blade. And what I mean is the blade, the butt of the blade on this one sticks out further than it does on this one. So this lock would not even slide over if I was to try to blade swap this. That's why there's no way I'm doing it. And that also means that the other one would be the reverse of that, and it would be crazy all the way over. But these things are pretty cool. I'm a fan of the design, the ergonomics, the weight, the blade thickness. I mean, sure, in a perfect world, if it was slightly skinnier, it would be a slightly better for everything to cut wise, you know. But for somebody that has a knife on them religiously for like 4 years every day now, most of the time any knife will do most what you need or want it to do. But so 9 inches length, 4-inch blade, practically 4-inch blade, a touch over 5 handle. The weights were slightly different on these, but it is cool to have a stone washed, a satin, and a black. And if I'm not mistaken, they're all different steel. I'm pretty sure this one was 20 CV. And this one, I think it says what it is inside of it. I might be mistaken. I was looking at something the other day. I'm too blind to sit there and try to get it on camera right now. The orange peel on the satin looks pretty dope on this. Would it look great if I was able to do the blade swap on that? Sure. But as I said, there's like at least a whole millimeter, if not two, of blade difference and where the lock would be. So it's not doable. But the custom is 3V. This is 20 CV. I almost want to say this is S45VN, but I could be mistaken. Or maybe this is the one that's 20 CV. Damn it. Some of these knives have stuff written on the inside of it, and then the custom one does not. Neither does this one. Anyway, I'm rumbling now. So there you go. There's my 3 Jake Hoback Kwaibacks knives. Really like them a lot. For a long time, I built a collection of a lot of diverse stuff, and I virtually never had multiples of the same thing. And I'm trying something new and different now. I have multiples of Les George Viceps, Jake Hoback Kwaibacks, and Chavez 229s. If you guys like this, found it informative, like and subscribe. Thanks. I'm out. Flatline Blades.